Hello, everybody. This is my review of my TKES professional learning goals. So let's go ahead and get started. So goal number one, TKES domain number three is instructional strategies. This is my third year as a visual arts teacher. I really want to take the opportunity to build upon my students' prior knowledge, especially when it comes to like just key terms, techniques, and skills from previous projects that we did in the prior year. Let's move on to action plan. So what I want to do is let's just say that I have a fourth grade student who learned 1 point perspective. Fifth grade, we're going to be doing 2 point perspective. Because by that point, you'll have kind of an understanding of vantage point, how to really look at something and make it have the type of perspective that brings a lot of realism to your piece. Um, in terms of strategies, I really want to implement quick writes where I have the students write down 1 or 2 sentences about what do you know about this new topic that we're about to learn. It could be anything. It is not no wrong answers. And second, I want to implement mini surveys. And these mini surveys will be, maybe 3 to 5 questions, multiple choice, and then maybe a short response at the end that, number one, ask them questions about the material and, really give me a snapshot on, okay, most of them know this, some of them don't know this. It really will help me get a full understanding of my students. And also, what are you guys interested in? Because I want you to talk about that too. Like, what's exciting for you about this project? What is something that you would like to do during this project? Tell me those things because it'll help me to maybe even change some of the aspects of the project and even, add on things, take away things. Yeah, let's move on to goal number two, TKES domain number four, differentiated instruction. So for this one, I want to focus on using formative and summative assessments to help me make informed decisions about modifying future lessons. And for the action plan, so for this one, I want to have my students complete their projects, and then after they complete their projects, they complete a short formative assessment. That's again 3 to 5 questions, talking about key terms, techniques, and just general information about the projects. Their final projects and their assessments will go into their portfolio, that's all their stuff is going to go into that. And once they've completed their projects and their assessment, I'm going to sit down with my students individually and just say, hey, let's look at what you did for your project. Let's look at your assessment. You didn't know number three on this, and it's showing here. That's okay. Let's try to work on that for the next project that might incorporate this particular skill that you may need to use. All right. So, goal number three, communication. For this one, I really want to focus on using verbal and nonverbal communication techniques to foster positive interactions and to promote my students' overall learning. For this goal's really connected to my second goal in that we're going to be doing the interviews after their projects, reviewing their final pieces, reviewing their formative assessments. However, for this one, I really want to focus on the summative assessments, which will be conducted at the end of the year. And in those, we're really going to lay out every piece in their portfolio, and we're going to say, okay, and the first project, you had to do 2 point perspective as well as shading. You said you knew this about shading. You said you knew this about 2 point perspective. Well, this is the final project where it involves you to have to do shading again. Not only did you get every question right on the formative assessment, but you also look at how much better your skills within shading have improved. So I really want to sit down with them and just have them see their progression because I feel like that's really going to, build ownership over their artwork. And it's really cool to see that. It's like a lot of times kids think that they're not progressing or oh, I can't draw, I can't paint. But when you see, no, in the beginning of the year I was here and now I've gotten to this point, it gives you a very proud feeling. So yeah, that is my goals. I appreciate you all's time and I look forward to seeing everybody's presentations. Have a good day.